Good morning. I don't know when you'll be watching this, but I'm thrilled to be here again. And this is Relax and Paint with Donna Dewberry. I hope that you enjoy the Relax and Paint series I've been working on. I'm excited to give you more and more and to see what you guys feel like you've learned. This is a slower pace to take a deep breath and relax. And this is supposed to be enjoyable. So I'm going in a slower pace and going over the stroke a few extra times so that you might feel like, oh, that's what I've been missing. So that's what I'm hoping for. Let me know what you think. And if you're sitting back and relaxing this morning, then maybe you can come back a little bit later today or tonight and have some me time and sit and do some things for yourself, which will help you feel good. All right. So happiness, joy and happiness. When we're creating, that's what happens. All right. So I am going to do something very popular today. I just finished a whole packet of all kinds of gnomes, and I thought I would show you. I did a gnome on an ornament during our pajama party for all of the online students that take classes with me in December, and we painted just the head and a hat Christmas gnome on an ornament, and everybody painted those, and they made such cute characters. So I thought, oops, you know what I realized? I didn't get out the colors for the flesh. So I am going to pull, I'm going to get a little coffee latte with a little bit of wicker white, and that can make a flesh color for me. So we're using multi-surface paints, and multi-surface paints are wonderful. What they do is they even have a sealer in them. They're acrylic. They work on multi-surfaces: glass, metal, wood, ceramic, anything you can imagine. How fun is that? So that's what I'm using, and I'm also using my Donna Dewberry brushes. So I have green sets that are value packs, and you can always find those. And then I have It's Good, Better, Best. So they're the green handled brushes are the ones that most people use of mine. But then I had these new ones come out, and they're lavender and white. I don't know if you can see this. This is very dirty already. I've been using it a lot. And then these are higher quality brushes. And then the flower brushes are the specialty brushes. And I'll be showing you a little bit about that, this fan brush and the scruffy and different brushes that I'll be teaching you. I'm going to come back too, and we're going to be doing some scroll work in the future and other things you guys have been asking me for. So, you ready to go? Let's start painting, all right? Take a deep breath. We're relaxing this morning, okay? So I know I'm talking low, and I want you to be in a quiet atmosphere and just listening, okay? All right. So I have been painting this morning, so I have other paints on here already. So what I want you to do is I want you to see, I used some scrapbooking paper again, and I drew a gnome. And so the key to drawing that, I think I ought to show you again, is put your nose first. Here's your nose. Now some of them, they come up and they peep out a little bit of eyes. If you did that, you could come out here and then just put a little eye in there. Okay, but that's up to you. So anybody can do these. I want you to see they're real simple. All right. So then I take a mustache, or not. Some don't have mustaches. I can do a little mustache as a big comma stroke. See that? A big comma. All right. And then the hats, whatever kind of hat, my new packet of gnomes has all kinds of hats. All right. So this hat, I'm going to take away a little bit of this. This hat comes right down here and here And then this, I'm doing it darker, so hopefully you can see it better. All right. So on this side, I'm just going to curve up and get some lumps in it. Some of them I did really smooth, and some are Santa hats. And see, then just imagine, I like to teach, I do a lot of, on my onestroke.com site, I teach a lot of drawing classes. And my drawing classes are not like frameable drawing. It's to teach you how to pick out and do your designs that you want to paint. So do you see, here's his beard. Now you could just have a beard laying on the ground and not see any shoes, but what I did here is I did a little bubble right there and a little bubble right here. Now the fun thing is I'm coming out with big wood ones that stand, and I'm also doing these worksheets, so come check them out. All right, so what I'm going to do, if you see how to draw that, I'd like to show you that it doesn't have to be perfect and anyone's going to be good, but I'm going to base coat in this area. I usually do double load the whole time, but I am on the rest of it, but I'm going to base coat in some patina. You can pick any color you want, but what I want you to see is that you're going to have a light color. And I'm using I've been corrected because I haven't been telling y'all what brushes I'm using. I'm sorry. This is a 10 or a 12 flat. Okay. And so if you come along here, all right, now I usually start with the nose, but I just want to go ahead and get this base coated really quick. Okay. Now I'm going to get a smaller brush. This is a 6 flat, or you can use a 2 flat. Now this is what I'm going to do with this. I'm going to take, I usually use linen, but I don't have it right here. So I'm going to take white and coffee latte on this 6 flat. And I'm going to come right in here. Now I did this dark lead so you could see, but you wouldn't want yours dark. You want to lightly sketch it. All right, so I put the coffee latte on the outside, and I mix coffee latte with the white a little bit to get a flesh color. I use coffee latte for beach sand. I use it for flesh a lot. All right, now what I just did here, I usually don't do this on a simple little gnome, but I want to show you. I had a cute one in my packet I liked where I put his little eyes right there. Okay, so there's a little bit of his eyes gonna peep through there. Actually, before I do everything else, I'm just gonna get a teeny bit of licorice to show you. Say I take a pencil, I'm gonna dot the licorice, I got a dot, oops, too much. And I'm gonna just dot his eye there and his eye there. Make a little circle with my pencil. All right. You could use a stylus or whatever to do that, or just a pencil point I usually use. Okay, he's already cute. All right, now I want you to see. I'm gonna I guess I'm good. I'm gonna take this is a bigger brush. I still need my flat brush. Thought I pulled out a good 12. All right, I'm going to take a little bit of floating medium. Okay, so I put my brush in the floating medium. I tapped it on a paper towel so I don't have too much. And I'm going to come right here. So I'm going to pick up the aqua. Now there's 2 ways. You can use floating medium. If it's totally dry, it's not quite dry. So I'm going to pick up patina, I guess. That would be better. Are you with me? You can stop my video at any time and go do this and then come back. But this I went a little fast. I forgot I'm supposed to be in slow mode. Okay. Okay, so look what I do. I'm going to come around here. I don't want my pencil to show, so I'm going to go along here with 2 ways to float. You can float with the background color, the medium I told you, which is the fluff that's inside paint with no pigment, or I can dip into the background color and then side load, not double load, but side load the aqua. Now look what happens here. I can come right here, and everywhere there's a bent area here, you can go along here. See that? All right, now I did mushrooms too. I did mushroom houses, all sorts of, so be checking it out. You can go to my Donna Dewberry's official one-stroke groove. I'm going to come here to the nose, kind of go over the nose, and you can see where these are all for sale because they're so new, they're not on the website quite yet. Okay. Now, just turn your piece. Sometimes you guys think that you can't turn your piece, but you can. Now I'm going to keep going over here and picking up, side loading more aqua. A little bit more aqua. So this floats. If this is all dry and you're using medium, you can float medium. And if you don't like what you've done, you can just wipe it off really quick. It's not as easy to wipe it off on paper. And sometimes I'll just use cardstock to do worksheets. Oh, I'm sorry. I totally missed it. I came here, and I went along here, along there, and came up. And I want to work it in so it doesn't look like a hard line. All right, so now I need to do this other side. I am chiseling, and then I'm pushing down, and then coming back up to the chisel. All right. Now I can still do a little bit of accent here, just a little bit. I have to have strong aqua there. There we go. Just a little bit of wrinkle. I just thought that'd be a pretty color because I'm going to make him be holding a Valentine heart. Or he can be holding a flower of some kind. All right. So now I can make black shoes, or I can come in here and just do dark aqua shoes. I still have my 12 flat. You can use brown shoes, black shoes. I'm doing aqua shoes. All right. So you can use licorice, a black, and white to make a gray, or you can use medium gray. And you're going to base coat all of, isn't this fun? All of his hair. And let me tell you why we do this. This is going to be a white beard, but if it has gray underneath, it doesn't have to be perfect. If it has gray underneath, then the white pops, especially if we're on a white surface. If you have a dark surface, you probably don't need to do this. Oops. I had a wild hair that touched my nose. So let me show you. I can go right now while that's still wet and take that spot off. You might not have even seen it, but there's an odd hair on this brush. Sometimes when you have the one little wild hair, if it doesn't behave itself, I have clipped it off before. But usually if you wash your brushes and then take a bar of soap and while the brush is wet and stroke across the soap and shape the bristles, they stay nicer. Okay, so there we are. I need, this gray looks like it had white in it right there. So there you go. See his little eyes? Now one thing I'd like to show you before I put white on here, let me put a little liner here. A little script liner I'm going to pick up with a liner, a little bit of pure white. I can let this dry first and do it, but I'm afraid I'll forget to do it. And see, I'm going to set a little white dash on the left side of each one, or you can do the right side of them. You can also decorate his hat. I'm going to take some thicker white. I'm going to put a teeny bit of water. This white's too thick already. I've been painting, so I kept it out. But all right, so look, I can come along here and follow the wrinkles and make stripes. You see that? I keep rolling my brush into the paint, curve it there. When I come around here, I curve it behind, come behind. And each little movement where you curve it like that, like when I curve here, it makes it look like it's rounded instead of straight and flat. I even did a bumblebee gnome. So check them out. They're fun. And right now, I don't know when you'll be watching this someday. It might not be popular then, but we're going through a crazy fad of gnomes. People are getting clothes with gnomes. All sorts of fun. There you go. Now, what I would do to make this look even better is when it's all dry, if we have time and it's dry, I float with floating medium and the aqua, a darker shade around the edge and on top of the white. And that makes it look even more realistic. Okay, so I'm going to take a 10. Is this a 10? Let's see. Actually, let me get this 10 flat. Okay. And I'm going to work on the beard. So I'm going to take one side of the beard, of the brush, one side white, and grab some gray on the other side. Not half and half. All right. Okay, so you got to start at the bottom of the beard. So I'm going to push down. I'm going to go grab more white because I got too much gray. And I'm pushing down and lifting. I need to still get gray, sorry. There we go. You got to get it till you're liking that you can see a little bit of gray and a little bit of white. Okay? Now, I'm going to come up here a little bit more. A little bit more. So every time I go over here, I'm grabbing, this is dry. So I'm grabbing the white, touching the gray. And I'm going to go around. But let me show you. I'm putting pressure, release, pressure, release. This is one of my HSN brushes, so you really won't see this on my site, but it was right in front of me and it's the right size. So I'm going around the beard as we come out. I even took little green leaves and made a beard where he's in the garden, so he's got lots of green leaves in his beard. Okay, can y'all see? I took a just to get my shape. And sometimes I do beards all different ways. This is the type of beard I'm doing here today. And I'd like to show you because it's a quick and easy way. So then I'm going to push down and come on. Now what you want to see is different layers. And so you have to get fresh paint like every second stroke. Oops. See, now the gray underneath makes this white stand out better. So I got to get white on one side and gray on the other, and then put pressure. White, gray, more white. So this is just one little beard that I do that's kind of simple. Go check out some of the others. Right underneath. Right underneath. You can see when I lost the gray, I need to make sure we keep picking up gray. And I do sometimes just come in and put a couple extra if it's gotten too gray. Oops. All right, right in the middle. I got to put one in the middle because I'm going to come back and get mostly white, push down, and curve a white mustache. Now, I don't know if you can see this good enough, but when you're right here, looking at it, it really shows. All right, so we want that not to be black there. All right, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to wipe everything off and just get a little bit of gray. And I'm going to put it under here and under here. All right, so you can even let it dry totally and then float a little bit under. There we go. That's a little bit better. Let's do it again up here. There. A little bit along here. A little bit along here. All right, but I got to come back in and put a few little white strokes back on top of the gray. All the way back up. Isn't that good? So just on the chisel of this brush, I did do this little 10. I did it flat, but isn't he fuzzy? Fluffy, not fuzzy. So let me show you again. I do like to go on the flat sometime. That's like a 6. Here's a 10. So there's an 8 too. So maybe this one's just made long for some reason. There you go. It looks like a 6. All right. So I can also get a teeny bit of white and I can put a little glare on top of his boots or put string ribbon or whatever. And then if you have any problem, I have come back in here and re-stroke that nose. So the nose really goes over the mustache. You see that? But then look, I can put a teeny, I work in that white, and I can come put a teeny bit of glare top of his nose. See every little thing like that? You have little mittens that are sticking out here. But let's see if this is dry enough. Okay, since this paper, that's dry enough for me to show you. All right, I'm going to get medium on the brush, not too much, wipe it off, and then side stroke, oops, side stroke. Hopefully you don't have to lift it. I should have been able to go next to it, but I put it too close. Okay, now look what happens. I can go right back over this. Oh, I just went too far out. So I want to show you this side compared to the other side. All right, so that's where it's not coated over, and that's where it is. It just gives you more depth and realism. Okay, so a little bit more medium. But when everything's dry, since there's a sealer in it, if you get carried away and you don't like it, because I have many times, I just take a dampened paper towel and wipe off my shading, and I can just go do it again. Or not do it, you know, just decide, oh, I don't like that. So it's all about gnomes. I'm going to put, I actually am doing this around Valentine's right now. So I am going to put a pretty little heart right, like he's holding it and you don't see his hands from behind because he's a gnome and he can hold it through his beard. All right, so I can come right here and let's do a heart. Or it could be a flower. Put a flower here. I'm going to come around here. And my beard's not even really dry, but you can let yours dry. All right. So if you let it dry, you can draw it. Isn't that kind of cute? Well, I hope you think he's cute. I had fun painting him with you this morning. Trying to think of the fun little things for you to learn with me. We have a rake brush. Let me show you how fun this rake brush is really quick. I don't know how long. I didn't look at my time today, but I'm going to pick up some not floating medium water is what you need. You can have a little bit of the happy green, a little bit of sap green, and this is your rake or feather brush. Let's see. Okay. I was thinking it said, see the grass? All right. So I just, with the water, and there's usually mushrooms and outdoor fun things around them. Okay, so I can do that, but I can also do this. I can take this brush and come a little bit out here. Put him in the grass. That kind of fun. Or I've even come out here. Got a watercolor look with a little bit of the floating medium. Well, now you get a cute card. Look at him. That's from me to you. I hope you enjoy it. Happy Valentine's Day.